Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Check, check, mic check. Good evening and welcome to semifinals Thursday. Live from the Thornton Gymnasium, you've got the number 3 seed and the number 7 seed facing off for an opportunity to be in the championship on Saturday, November 15th, with an opportunity to head to the NCAA 2025 Division III Women's Volleyball Championship. Spartans defeated Wisconsin Lutheran, the number 6 seed, back on Tuesday, 3 sets to 1, and Illinois Tech. The number 7 seed upset the number 2 seed, St. Norbert, 3 sets to none. The other side of the semifinals, number 5 seeded Concordia University, Wisconsin at number 1 Edgewood. And here you got the number 7 and the number 3 seed. Historically, the Spartans 8-0 over IIT, 21-8 and 11-2 overall. They beat IIT back on the 24th of September, 3 sets to none. The Scarlet Hawks, led by head coach Mark Johnson in his 7th season, 13-14 overall, 7-6 in the NAC. James Settleman at the helm of the Spartans. Big shout out to my good friend Eric Willowite, who is here tonight. I haven't seen Eric in a while. He runs the program for IIT. Good friend of mine, works his tail off and really deserves a lot of credit for everything that's going on at IIT. We are underway. Back set Kowalczyk. That one hit the ceiling here. Sydney Wilson, the 5'9" sophomore outside out of Maumee, Ohio, got a hand on that. 1-0 Spartans. Katie Brisk, the 5'4" freshman defensive specialist out of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. And just like that, side out, 1-1. Carla Troutman-Mendez, the 5'11" junior middle out of Atado, Puerto Rico. Got to keep an eye on her. She is electric. Kowalczyk with another attempt at it. That one blocked up by Darguzis. That one sent long. Right back up the middle. Darguzis puts that one away. 2-1 Spartans. Katie Brisk, the libero, Trinity Nelson, Isabella Kowalczyk, Carolyn Lippy, Peyton Darguzis, Caitlin Roos, Riley Marino. That's your starters for the Spartans. We'll get to the Scarlet Hawks in just a second. That one blocked up by Donaldson. That one sent in a corner by Roos. For the Scarlet Hawks, Sydney Wilson, Brooke Rifkin, the libero, Anna Sebastio, Rowan Midget, Victoria Esperez, Lilia Donaldson, Carla Troutman-Mendez. That one falls in. Side out IIT. Checking in, London Francis, the 5'11" senior middle out of Jacksonville, Florida. Rowan Midget, 6' sophomore setter out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Back to Kowalczyk. Dug out by Wilson. This one sent to the far side. That one kept alive by Lippy. Here's Roos, went for the far corner. Midget ready. That one off of the hands of Troutman-Mendez. 4-2 Spartans. Kaylin Roos, the 5'9" junior outside out of Dyer, Indiana. 4-2 Spartans. Just underway, set number 1. We'll keep you updated on Edgewood and CUW. You're going to have to reel in Carla Troutman-Mendez. She is something special. She can really play, and you saw that up at St. Norbert on Tuesday, when they completely dismantled the number 2 Torres, the 5'9 freshman outside from Prosper, Texas, makes it 7-3 Spartans. How about that? Well, you can feel the electricity here. The Spartans want to get back to that championship match no matter where it's at. Sydney Wilson. Brooke Rifkin, 5'3 junior out of Dallas, Texas. That almost falls in there for an ace. Here's Torres. Good back set. Francis Brisk keeps it alive. Here's Torres, dumps it over the block attempt by Francis, and then put right in the net by Troutman Mendez. Asperez and Francis at the net. Formidable duo for IIT. Got to keep it away from them. 8-4 Spartans. There's Francis. That one picked up nicely by Nelson. Here's Torres, just outside, keeps it between the antennas. Ruse, Torres again. Good volley. Francis. Nelson was ready. Who are they going to go to? Kowalczyk. Found the corner. 9-4 Spartans. Quick setup in the middle. Nelson ready. Torres dumps it over. Nobody home. Make it 10-4. Here's the timeout. Head coach Mark Johnston in the 7th season has seen enough. 6-point lead for the Spartans. 10-4. Set number 1 here in the semifinals. Winner moves on to the championship match on Saturday. Timeout on the floor. (10-4 Spartans. Trinity Nelson with the serve. Ruse keeps it alive. Nelson sends it downrange. Spartans have to set up defensively. They do, but the point will go to IIT. Net violation on the block attempt by the Spartans. 10-6. Eagles leading the Falcons on the other end of the semis. Here it's 5 serving 10. Back to the outside, Kowalczyk. That one blocked up. Just over the net. Everybody all over the place, and the Spartans will get the point. 11-5. Scarlet Hawks down to 1 timeout left here in the first set. Head coach James Settleman at the helm of the Spartans. That one blocked by Marino. See, they'll go away from her this time. Kowalczyk and Marino. That one blocked, but out of bounds. 6 serving 11. Smash, you're going to have to keep it away from her and she'll get the serve. And that one long. Back-to-back service errors by the Scarlet Hawks. 13-7. Isabella Kowalczyk, the 5'11 freshman from Lamont. They're going to move it back to the outside. That was Troutman Mendez. Here's Ruse. Gets the kill. (14-7). Spartans doubling up IIT. IIT walked right through St. Norbert. 3 sets to none. The first one very close, 26-24. Good dump over that time by Donaldson, the 6'2 junior out of Boulder, Colorado. Owen Majette, Santa Fe, New Mexico native. Went to high school called the Masters Program. That's what I have here. Here's Ruse. Sends that one down range. That one picked up by Rifkin. Troutman Mendez picked that one up quickly. Darguzis. Another big swing. Spartans with a chance to make it 15. And Ruse does. Caitlin Ruse. One outside to the other. 15-8. With the serve. Dyer, Indiana native. Francis got a big swing that time. That one blocked by Darguzis. Troutman Mendez gets a big swing and gets the side out for the Scarlet Hawks. Much needed side out too. 9 serving 15. Carla Troutman Mendez, junior out of Puerto Rico. Had a big match against St. Norbert. There's a fight at the net, and that's going to be won by Sydney Wilson. 10 serving 15. Nice crowd here on a Thursday night. They had wrestling today. Women's and men's swept Carthage Firebirds. That one in. Ooh. That was close. 11 serving 15. First ace by either team. Right there, and it goes to Carla Troutman Mendez. Then they're going to float that in there and back-to-back aces. And now what do you do? She went long the first time, short the second. This one drills it right down the middle. Brisky ready. Here's Torres. And London Francis. Here come the Scarlet Hawks. 13 serving 15. Big lead by the Spartans, now down to 2. 3 aces now for Troutman Mendez. 14 serving 15. And that one hits the net. Third service error came at a good time for the Spartans. Darguzis back to serve. Peyton out of Joliet West High School goes for the far corner, and that's in for an ace. First ace for the Spartans, 17-14. Served by Darguzis. Goes right back to that corner. Rifkin was ready. Back to the outside, partially tipped. Nelson, quick sets. Marino. Back set. Here's Francis. Partially tipped. That's going to fall in there. Francis, believe it or not, that's her first kill. She's been a part of a lot of action here early. 15 serving 17. This is starting to form into a classic already. And that one into the net by Rifkin, the junior from Dallas, Texas. Trinity Nelson. With the serve. Floats that one over. This one's going to be a fight at the net. Marino. Troutman Mendez. Nelson. Now Brisky has to send this one. Keeps it between the antennas. Who are they going to go back to? Nice back set that time. Running kill attempt by Asperez. There's Kowalczyk. And blocked right up in the middle by Victoria Asperez, the junior out of Lakewood, California. (16) serving 18. Ana Sebastio. That one fight at the net. And that's going to be a double hit, they're going to say, on Rowan Majette. Lippy with the serve. Make that her third. Troutman Mendez has 4. 17 serving 20. Cruz keeps it in play. Lippy sends it down range. Troutman Mendez sends that one long. Brisk back to serve. Good setup. Here's Ruse. Gets a big swing on it. Point. Scarlet Hawks, and they'll take their final timeout here in set number 1. 22-17 Spartans on the other end of the semifinals. Edgewood takes set number 1, 25-14 over CUW. Timeout on the court. Spartans up 22-17. Scarlet Hawks out of timeouts. They trail 22-17. Katie Brisk back to serve, the freshman out of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. And that's going to be point Spartans. 23-17. Brisk sends that one. That one looked like it may have gone long. That one somehow kept between the antennas. Wow, what an attempt. Victoria Asperez. Los Alamitos High School. for Victoria. That's going to be an ace. That's number 4 for the Scarlet Hawks. Troutman Mendez had all of them up to that point. And that one's in. Now back-to-back aces by Asperez. Serving 23. Bricks gets it. Spartans look to make it set point. They're going to go right at Darguzis and Kowalczyk. Set number 1 is in the books. Caitlin Roos with 4 kills. Trinity Nelson leading away with 7 assists, 3 for Brisk. Troutman Mendez and Wilson leads the Scarlet Hawks with 4. And the Jet with 12 assists. 257 hitting percentage for the Spartans, 116 for IIT. Team switch sides. Carolyn Lippy with the serve. Francis, big swing. Kept alive by Nelson. Here's Ruse from the outside, and count it. She's got 5. Spartans up 1-0 here in set number 2. Edgewood took the first set, 25-14. All tied up. Now the Falcons up 6-5. Scarlet Hawks up 2-0 here in set number 2. Troutman Mendez has 3 aces. Kowalczyk gets the kill. She's got 4. Side out Spartans. 1 serve and 2. Katie Brisk back to serve for AU. Quick set right up in the middle, and I tell you, that is a big smash. Going to keep an eye on Donaldson. There's Francis right up the middle. Darguzis. Back-to-back blocks. Kowalczyk, Darguzis. Ball going the wrong way. And it's going to fall in. Rifkin with the serve. Kowalczyk finds the far corner. 2 serving 3. Side out, Aurora. Kowalczyk will get the service. Only a freshman out of Lamont. And she's got 4 kills on 10 total attempts. 300 hitting percentage. There's Francis. That one partially tipped up by Ruse Darguzis. Darguzis, big swing. There's Ruse, right at the attack line. Backs up to Francis, not a good one. Here's Ruse again, count it. She's got 5, tied up with Kowalczyk for the team lead in kills. Three threes your score here in set 2. That one just long. That is the first service error by the Spartans here tonight. 4 for the visitors from IIT. Bastio back to serve. That one way long. 5th service error committed by the Scarlet Hawks. 4-4. Kaylin Ruse back to serve. Spartans in their whites and blues. Scarlet Hawks in their blacks and reds. I like that combination. One of my favorite cars that I never had was decked out in black and red. Here's Torres, big swing. That's going to fall in there. Ruse back to serve. 5-4 Spartans here in set 2. Ruse says that one right down the seam. Sydney Wilson keeps it going for the Scarlet Hawks, now with 5 kills on the 13 total attempts. 5-5. Quick set, Darguzis. Partially deflected at the net. And the Spartans will take it. Peyton Darguzis back to serve. Rowan Majette, sophomore setter, fell awkwardly on her right leg being evaluated. Veronica Lopez, the freshman out of Dunlap, Illinois, in to be the setter. Torres Perez back to serve for IIT at 6-6. Torres. There's Kowalczyk. That one blocked up by Troutman Mendez. 7-6 Scarlet Hawks. Quick set by Nelson. Set that one over. Trying to catch Scarlet Hawks off guard. Quick set, Marino. This time to jump. 8-6 IIT. Here's Torres. Count that one all day. That's her fourth. Samantha Torres with the blast. 7 serving 8 here in set 2. First set 25-20 Spartans. Trinity Nelson back to serve for AU. An opportunity to go to the championship game in the neck, and that one blocked up by Marino. And we're all tied up 8 apiece. Trinity Nelson, a sophomore out of West Chicago, Illinois. Troutman Mendez, that ball going the wrong way, and the Spartans can't capitalize on the mistake by the Scarlet Hawks. Veronica Lopez, freshman out of Dunlap, Illinois, serving, and they're going to call that an ace. Number 7 for the Scarlet Hawks, back to a 2-point lead. Back to Kowalczyk. Well, it's swatted out of there by Rifkin to kept alive. Can't keep it between the antennas. Side out Spartans. Much needed. Side out. Carolyn Lippy checking back in. She'll serve for AU. Falcons up 20-15 in set 2 at Edgewood, looking to tie that one up, 1 set apiece. Francis puts that one into the net. And just like that, it's 10-10. Back and forth we go. Seesaw battle here in set number 2. Semifinal number 2. Edgewood and CUW on the other side of the bracket. Brisk. Right place at the right time. Here's Kowalczyk. Sends that one just past the attack line. Troutman Mendez. That one blocked by Marino and Ruse, but goes out of bounds. Good cheering section. Cheer out of the crowd, and Francis silences the crowd, gives the Scarlet Hawks the side out. 12-12. Brooke Rifkin, the junior from Dallas, Texas, 5'3" libero. Back set, Kowalczyk. Here's Wilson. Back over to Rouge. Just dumped that one over. Wilson was ready. Back set to Francis. Partially tipped at the net. Back set Kolchek. Found the corner. Count it. 13-12 Spartans. Sydney Wilson for the Spartans. Up 1, 13-12. Here's Wilson. That one blocked. Darguzis and Nelson. Spartans with a chance to go up by 2. Here's Caitlin Rouge. And she does exactly what she's been doing all night. That's her 6th kill. One behind Kowalczyk for the team lead. Isabella Kowalczyk will serve. Oh, and that's going to fall. Tipped up by Nelson, but ended up falling right behind her. Caitlin Rouge. Tora Asprez again, causing chaos at the net. Side out, Scarlet Hawks, 14 apiece. Here's Rouge again. Can they keep it alive? They keep it between the antennas. Quickly, Nelson, Darguzis. Oh, players running into each other. That was Troutman Mendez. Can't afford to lose another one. And Rouge gets another kill. She's got 7. Already down Rowan Majette. They continue to take a look at that knee. Now it's elevated here on the bench. Here's Torres. Let's send that one right over. Back to the outside. That was Anna Jones, a senior from Alexandria, Virginia. And Torres, number 5, and the Spartans up to 16-14. Quick set in the middle. Good idea, Asprez, but they were ready. Torres does the same thing. Rouge ready. Here's Nelson. Kowalczyk. Count it. Number 8 for Isabella. Timeout, Scarlet Hawks. Spartans up 17-14. Set number 2, Edgewood CUW. The Falcons leading 23-20. Eagles up 1-0. Set number 2 is 23-20 CUW. Timeout on the floor. Spartans up by 3, 17-14. Hey, Brian, you're going to be famous. You know that, right? That's an ESPN top 10 play right there. But we can make up a great story. You see that ball? That led to a Hall of Fame career. 17-14. Make it 18-14 now. 4-point lead. That's going to be an ace. 19-14 now, Spartans. That is only their second ace. Darguzis with one, now Ruse with the other. For Samantha Torres. Final timeout taken by IT here in set number 2. 22-15 Spartans. On the other end of the bracket, the Falcons have evened up their match at one set apiece, taking set number 2, 25-23 over the number 1 seeded Eagles. It's the Battle of the Birds, tied up 1-1. Here it's the Scarlet Hawks and the Spartans. Spartans up 22-15 here in the second. Timeout on the floor. Head coach Mark Johnson in the 7th season at the helm of IT, out of timeouts and trailing 22-15 here in set number 2. Peyton Darguzis with the serve. Wilson right down the middle. Ruse keeps it alive. Here's Torres. Number 8 for Samantha Torres, a freshman out of Prosper, Texas. I said freshman. She is electric. Oh, Darguzis lets that one fly. Only the second service error for the Spartans. 6 for IT. Asperez back to serve. She's got a couple kills, credited with 5 total points. There's a mistake by the Spartans, and Troutman Mendez makes them pay on number 8. That's her 8th. Torres. Set point. Trinity Nelson back to serve for set number 2. Rolls over. Those are the hardest ones. Donaldson blocked up. Troutman goes for it. Marino blocks it. 25-17 Spartans take set number 2 up 2 sets to none. Set number 3 coming up next here in athletics.aurora.edu. Team switch sides. Spartans up 2 sets for the second time this year, and that one long. Up in Madison, Wisconsin, it's a close one. Eagles and Falcons, number 1 seeded Eagles take set 1. Set 2 goes to the Falcons. Set 3 tight at 5-4. How about the block by Ruse and Darguzis? Two nothing Spartans, starting to click on all cylinders. There's a serve by Brisk. Francis gets it back. Quick set right up in the middle. Didn't get all of it, was Donaldson. Donaldson gets it. Here's Francis. And that went out. 3-0 Spartans. Be back on the call tomorrow night. Number 2 in the country versus number 3. The Spartans welcome in the Adrian Bulldogs. NCHA hockey. And that's going to be an ace by Brisk. Third one by the Spartans. Darguzis, Roos, now Brisk. That's going to be a good one Friday and Saturday out at the Fox Valley Ice Arena. Francis, partially tipped up by Darguzis. Kowalczyk. There's Roos from the outside. That one blocked by Francis. And Donaldson, not this time. It's 5-0 Spartans. And Saturday, 4 o'clock. Game number 2 of the series. And then, well, the following weekend, 3 versus 4. The Spartans welcome in St. Norbert. Brisk puts that one into the net. Only the 3rd service error. Men's hockey ranked number 3 in the country after making it to the Elite 8 last year. Sebastio, senior from Berlin, Germany, Albert Einstein High School. That one out of bounds. Service error number 8. Kowalczyk back to serve. 6-1 Spartans. Wilson from the outside. Brisk ready. Here's Ruse. She went from one outside to the other. She was looking for her 8th kill. Francis sends it downrange. Spartans with a chance to make it 7-1. Not this time. Brisk, Nelson fight for it at the nets, and they're going to say Nelson. James Settleman not happy with that call. 2 serving 6. Rifkin with the serve for IIT. Back set Kowalczyk. Count it. That is her 10th. First in double digits. One ahead of Torres for the team lead. Overall lead also. 7-2 Spartans. Kaylin Ruse back to serve. Francis. Darguzis and Torres. Can't keep that one in play. Three serving 7. Scarlet Hawks need points in a hurry. Olivia McMath back to serve. 5'9" setter out of Midland, Michigan. Midland, always say fair to Midland. Home of Dow Corning. Been that way many times. McMath checking in at 5'9". Spartans need a side out. They got it. Trinity Nelson, quick thinking. Nelson, that's her first kill. Spartans 291 hitting percentage, 115 for the Scarlet Hawks. Darguzis back to serve, doubling up IIT 8-4. Troutman Mendez. A big dig by Kowalczyk, but that one ends up hitting the net. Side out. Illinois Institute of Technology. Big swing by Kowalczyk. We're going to send that one over to Jones. She'll get the kill. Anna Jones, a senior from Alexandria, Virginia, Bishop Ireton High School. You're watching the number 7 and number 3 seeds go at it for a chance, an opportunity for the championship on Saturday. Winner will get the automatic bid for the MAC. There's a kill by Marino to play in the 2025 NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championship. That's an automatic bid. 5 versus 1 on the other side of the bracket, and it's a tight one, too. Tied one set apiece, 11-9 Eagles in the third. That one out, Jones into the net, out of the net. 10-6 Spartans. Each team with 2 timeouts left. That one put into the net by Nelson, sophomore out of West Chicago. That is only the 4th service error, 8 for IIT. Mistakes by both teams kept to a minimum here today. Asperez. Nelson back set to Torres. Whew. That's fun to watch. 10 kills now. Lippy with the serve. Kowalczyk now with the team lead, double digits in kills. That one's going to fall out off the hands of Trinity Nelson. Kowalczyk with 10, Torres with 10. Troutman Mendez with 9, and Wilson with 7. Trinity Nelson, 27 assists. The Jet exited with 14. And that one is in. 12-8 Spartans. Good serve by Briss, sent that one deep. Good return by Jones, 5'11" senior. Makes them count when she's in. Commands a lot of respect at the net. Kowalczyk with a big swing, and the Spartans will get the point, 13-9. Might see the timeout here. Each team with 2 timeouts. Darguzis, oh, she wanted to take a big swing. Here's Roos. She'll take it instead. She's got 8 kills, make it 14-9 Spartans. Back to Francis, blocked by Darguzis and Roos. 15-9, timeout. IIT Spartans 10 points away from sweeping the Scarlet Hawks and advancing to the championship match on Saturday. Keep it right here on athletics.aurora.edu. Timeout on the floor. Kowalczyk back to serve for AU, and that's going to be an ace, 16-9. Kowalczyk with 12 kills. Looking for an ace, and she's going to get it. 17-9, all Spartans. That one sent long. Ruse gets yet another one. She's got 9. Kowalczyk 12, Torres 10. Now Caitlin Ruse with 9. 18-10 Spartans. They creep even closer to that championship match on Saturday. And Francis, London. Francis, 5'11" senior out of Jacksonville, Florida, Ridgeview High School. She is automatic. She is fun to watch. Now, these kids are here for a reason. They swept the number 2 seeded St. Norbert at their home court on Tuesday. That one long. Spartans coming in the number 3 seed. Darguzis back to serve, 19-11 on the side out. Troutman Mendez sends that one long. 20-11. 337 hitting percentage for the Spartans, 147 for the Scarlet Hawks. Wilson keeps it between the antennas quickly. Marino. Now they'll set up defensively. They have to go over the top of Marino and Nelson. They do. Twelve serving 20. Maya Zinkowitz, the 5'6" freshman defensive specialist out of Huber High. Maya Zinkowitz, 5'6". She's only a freshman. A lot of upswing for this IIT team. Here's Torres. Dumps that one over. Troutman Mendez. She'll get it back. Partially tipped at the net. Kept alive by Nelson. Torres sends it down range. Spartans will set up defensively. See which way they go. Right up the middle. Big swing. That one. The Spartans can't corral it. Boy, a big dig by Brisk. Keep that one alive. 14 serving 20. Ruse to Nelson. Here's Torres from the outside. Blocked by Troutman Mendez. And Kowalczyk can't get it back over. Don't look now. Here comes IIT. Spartans have yet to utilize a timeout here tonight. One timeout left for IIT. Zinkowitz's serve. Brisk. Spartans need a side out. Here's Torres. Dumps it over. Picked up by Jones. Good swing by Asperez. Here's Torres again. Dumps that one over. Jones is ready. Troutman Mendez. Everybody going over the big blocks. And that one just out by Nelson. Spartans will take a timeout. Head coach James Soderman utilizing a timeout. 16 serving 20. We come back here in set number 3. Spartans 5 points away from their trip to the championship match. 16 serving 20. Maya Zinkowitz still serving for IIT. Down by 4, down 2 sets to none. Spartans need a side out. Kowalczyk with a big swing. Troutman Mendez. And she'll just dump it over Marino. Smart play. Just a matter of inches, this game. Nelson back set. Kowalczyk can't get that one over. Now IIT within 2. Scarlet Hawks not wanting to go home here early. Zinkowitz. And Jones finds the end line. 19 serving 20. Maya Zinkowitz has come in and injected momentum into the Scarlet Hawks. Looking to tie it up. And she does with the ace. Spartans need that side out even more now, even though they're up 2 sets to none. Big save that time by Rifkin. Nelson quickly up, Marino. There's the side out that we needed. Wow. Trinity Nelson, 21-20. Floats that knuckleball right over. That thing had 0 rotation. Carla Troutman Mendez, number 14, leads all active players in kills. Served by Asperez. Back set, Torres. And there it is. 22-21, seesaw battle back and forth. Carolyn Lippy, sophomore from Port Washington, Wisconsin, in to serve. Jones, oh, that one may have gone long, but too close. Ruse sets it over. Troutman Mendez sends that one long. 23-21. Timeout, IIT. They'll take their final one. We'll step aside. Possibly the final time here tonight. Spartans up by 2. 23-21, up 2 sets to none. Looking to sweep the Scarlet Hawks and move into the championship match Saturday night. (23-21), Spartans with the 2-point lead and a serve. Carolyn Lippy. Troutman Mendez kept alive by Lippy and Marino, and it's match point. Match point for the Spartans to clinch a berth into the championship match of the NAC. Here's a serve by Lippy. Here's Ruse. Count it! 25-21, and the Spartans advance to the championship match, sweeping IIT for the second time this year, 25-20, 25-17, 25-21. We will wait to see what happens between Edgewood and CUW. Hell, the Spartans will wait to find out who wins between Edgewood and CUW. CUW leading in the third set, 26-25. Looking to go up 2-1 in that one. That would mean if, and here's the if scenarios. If CUW wins, championship match will be right here on Saturday. And that will be to be determined on the time. But the Spartans, they do their part. They are in the championship again. This time looking to get that automatic berth to the NCAA Women's. Yeah, the Spartans, they are in the championship match. Congratulations to Spartans. Congratulations to IIT. What a season for the Scarlet Hawks. Now we know the number 3 seed will be there. Right now, CUW taking a 2-1 lead at Edgewood.